What's up, guys? Welcome to Will It Fit? I'm Max. This is Jesse. We're here with his Tesla Model Y to see will it fit. First, tell us what size you're running, why you chose this size.
This is the Wildpeak AT Trails in 255, 55, 18. And we have the Model 3 aero wheels on here. We sized it down 1 inch from the 19-inch Gemini to the 18s, and it just fits, and it looks so sick.
And so offset versus original?
Yeah, so the original was a 19 by 9.5 plus 45. These wheels are 18 by 8.5 plus 40, so a little bit more offset. And the weight came down on the wheels as well. So the Model 3 wheels, these are the 2021, which meets the load rating for the Model Y, which is something that Model Y owners have to watch out for when they're shopping for wheels. But these wheels are actually around 9 to 10 pounds lighter than the Gemini. However, the tires are 10 pounds heavier. So it kind of evened out a little bit. Yeah.
So performance-wise, what have you seen? Like, what were you hoping to see in terms of getting this set up, and what have you actually seen in terms of difference in performance?
So subjectively, grip is the same or more. Cabin noise is about the same. I know wet and winter, the grip levels has increased like crazy. What kind of inspired me to get this exact setup was the Falken engineers tested this setup on their Model Y in Houghton, Michigan during their winter test. And they went through wet, snow, hill climb, braking, handling, just, everything. And the car just did not want to break traction at all.
Yeah.
With the Meteor sidewall, gives you more confidence because it's protecting against curb damage, and it's soaking up the bumps and dips a lot more.
Right.
Yeah.
And range, what about range? How has that affected it?
The range, in my case, everyone's case will be different, but I saw around a 9% decrease in range, which is acceptable to me. My watt hour per mile went from 259 to around 280. Which is about 20 to 30 mile in total range loss, which is fine for me. Yeah.
What about other things you had to do to make this setup happen? I mean, there's no lift, I can tell.
Right.
So you basically wanted to find something that worked without having to lift it.
Yeah, stock suspension. This is the long range version. No lift required. Everything just pretty much fit. I know if you stick with the 19-inch Geminis, the 255, 50, 19s will fit as well, with no lift required.
Got it.
There's actually no rubbing lock to lock, so no work required.
How many miles do you have on this setup right now?
I have about 5,000 miles.
Okay. Yeah. So you've had some time behind the wheel.
And my wife didn't even notice I switched wheels.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the comfort level, subjectively for me, it got a lot smoother.
Yeah.
She didn't notice anything differently. And it's just as quiet as the OEM setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where have you taken your Model Y? Like, what do you like to do? What was the severe snow rating a big seller for you?
Yes, absolutely. So, snow season's coming up.
Yeah.
I go up to Big Bear, Mammoth quite a lot. I have some friends and family who live on fire roads. So with this setup, it just gives me a lot more confidence. I don't have to swap out tires during the winter. Not have to worry about chains depending on the road conditions. And I plan on running this all year round. It's just so much more comfortable, I feel.
Well, I think also, what is your percentage of actually driving in snow or on fire roads versus on highways? I think for most Californians, at least, it's probably 95%.
Yes.
Highways, streets. So sometimes people want something that's super beefy and looks really cool and maybe is really capable off-road, but 98% of the time they're not using it. So I think it's important to have something that's quiet and comfortable on the road where you're mostly spending your time.
Yeah, it's a good all-around tire. The tire mounter said it was really easy to mount versus a traditional, big AT all-terrain tire.
Right.
So I got charged, the normal rate.
No overcharging at the
Yeah.
tire dealer.
One thing about the wheel setup was it's about, I don't know if I mentioned, it's about 10 pounds lighter, right?
Yeah.
But the only challenge is with the 18s, the performance trim, they have to watch the clearance for the rear tire. It might not clear the rear brake caliper. But it's been an absolute joy to drive. I'm still flooring it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it handles just as well. And braking pretty much almost the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, for everyday use.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. Obviously, as Jesse showed us, we asked, will it fit? It does fit. You see it here. Appreciate you joining. If there's any other vehicles, fitments you'd like to see done next, leave them in the comment section down below. There's a party happening. You don't want to miss out, I promise. Until next time, thanks for watching. Enjoy the drive.